You know, the owner, founder, designer, developer saying, hey, let me tell you about this. And I woke up this morning, does anybody know anybody like that? Work for a guy like that. Okay, so all of a sudden Chris is like getting stressed because Bill's saying, on the chart, he's saying, come over here, come over here. Well, what's happening then is that if he's strong enough, if this manager's strong enough, he's going to say, Bill, settle down. Settle down. We're running a business here. I got to make payroll. I got, you know, Carol, Karen, and all her friends over here I got to pay. All right. I should explain that joke sometime, but I won't. All right. And so Bill is going, okay. And so if he's strong enough as a manager, if he's strong enough, Bill will settle down. And Bill's over here going, well, okay. But I still got this idea. What am I going to do with that? And guess what happens to Bill? He gets bored. Right there on the chart. So the more that Chris asks Bill to move his direction, he gets bored. That's why so many people that are designer developers build businesses and sell them, and then soon after that leave the business. Because all of a sudden, they don't have a place to exercise their ideas. You got it? So what you got there is conflict. Complete conflict in relationship. Not that they aren't on the same page trying to build a business. Is this witnessing to anybody? Okay. So here's the most effective way to do that. Bill never should have hired a manager. Bill should have hired a developer. Someone who can relate to him. The developer then hires a developer manager, you get the principle here? Is that wherever you are on this chart, you are very capable of relating to the person on the other side of you. But it's harder to relate to the person who's one slot over. Am I making sense? So as I look back on my career in the music and publishing industry, I've worked with a lot of designer developers. The reason I'm capable of doing that is because I'm a developer. So when Bill Gaither is telling me about this great idea for Homecoming, which is one of his 100 ideas for the year, he knows that I'm going to take at least some of his ideas and make something happen with them. So I have credibility with him. So when I say, Bill, that's a great idea, but we need to hold on that one because this Homecoming thing is going to be huge. By the way, it is huge. You do know that. About $600 million worth of sales on DVDs alone so far. Okay, this is how it was birthed. Because then, while birthing Homecoming and watching it grow and developing it, I had to continue to say, Bill, no, we're not going to do that. No, that's a great idea. Hold on that. And he would, because of the relationship with a developer who's doing something with something that he's already birthed, he would say, okay, I'll wait. I'll hang in there. You got the picture? But if I was a manager over here trying to explain it to him and saying, Bill, I'm not listening. I can't listen to that. Go away. Then all of a sudden the relationship fractures. So here's the secret to 25 years ago I learned, which has never failed, and it won't fail you either. Those three middle slots on this chart, if you got those three middle slots covered, you're going to have a successful business. Assuming you're capitalized and the idea is a good idea, obviously. So you got the principle? So I'd like to take a minute before, and then we're going to wrap up. I'm going to take a 5-minute wrap up. Before we do that, are you willing to, at the table, talk a little bit about this? And really from this standpoint, if you see yourself on the chart somewhere, this would be a good time to confess it. Okay? So back to the leaders. Let's talk, let's take 3 or 4 minutes here and just say, if you see yourself on the chart, or if you see somebody you know, let's talk about it.
Find yourself on this
Find yourself on the chart.